All right.
Give it a round of applause. Loud one. More louder. More. Yeah.
You guys are.
Well, thank you for being a little bit energetic. I know this is you all want to get rid, so we're not going to take long. But this is a very special ceremony, and I want to thank all of you to be here with us for the entire 4 days. And many of you have been with us for even more than 5 days because we did a team hike. We went for a team retreat on a really long hike, and then we had 5 miles hike. Yeah, we did 5 miles hike, and then we had a community activity day in San Dimas at the Tushi Foundation's headquarters, and then we went for a beach restoration activity at the Manhattan Beach in appreciation to the community of Los Angeles for hosting the International Youth Conference 9. And then the opening ceremony, and finally 3 days. So for some of us, it has been the long journey. We have been here, but this is not the end. This is the beginning of another journey that's called the International Youth Conference 10, and making of an impact. And I really want to thank you people before we start. Where is Ruby? Please, Ruby, make your way to the stage. Yeah. Next, Hector, please. Round of applause for Hector. And Commissioner Ricardo, please. So, some history of how we came to the International Youth Conference to do the International Youth Conference here in Los Angeles. It's like a whole story that when we wanted to do the International Youth Conference 9, and we were doing it in Tampa, Florida, but Hector was there in New York with us, and Ruby was there in New York, and we were at the closing right at this time. The closing ceremony was about to start as we were making final arrangements. We were about to announce the Tampa as the location for IYC 9. I even have the hotel booked for the Tampa that we're going to do this, but she pulled me like 30 minutes right before the closing ceremony into the room where Hector and Joseph was there, and she's like, you got to come to Los Angeles, and you have to be at Los Angeles. And we have the flyers ready, video ready, and everything for Tampa. Boomer was there. He was arranging all the Tampa communication for us from very long. And I said, well, convince me, and she did convince. And then Hector was there. He said that, yeah, UCLA will welcome you, and we changed our decision literally in less than 30 minutes before announcing the venue as IYC 9. And it was a big risk, professionally speaking, and if we don't take risk, we don't grow. And we took that risk, and by God, it was one of the best professional decisions that we have taken, was to move the venue from Tampa, Florida to Los Angeles in California. The reason behind we were in Los Angeles was the diversity of the county of Los Angeles and its suburbs. Like, it is very diverse. You will find everyone here from all the communities, all the nations, and many languages being spoken. We did a thorough research on we making a right decision, and that was the reason we came here. And I'm already talking about coming back. Look at me. So we made this decision, and we were open armly welcomed by each and every one of the person in Los Angeles and in California. UCLA alone itself was very welcoming. The students here the Students Association here, especially the United Nations Association of Soka University and UCLA and Irvine University of California, Irvine's UNA. They all like really welcome bring some young people into the planning process. And we met with the mayor's office, the team at the mayor's office. We met with the youth commissioner's team, like he's a youth commissioner here in front of you from the Los Angeles County. And we met with the district attorney generals. We met with different universities. We went to all different universities. It was a ride because we were going. I was here almost every month for a week. Me and Ruby, we would drive from one end of Los Angeles to the another end of Los Angeles. And San Diego, of course, we went to San Diego, and we got a good turnout from San Diego. That people came in thanks to Luna, and thank you. And it was a good decision. We received around a very organic. We did not publish our registration anywhere, and we just pushed it within our community, we within our range, and we wanted to see the organic reach of the International Youth Conference. And we got around 10,500 registrations for people to attend online and then in person. Of course, we have the capacity bar in person, so we still have a very very good turnover from the young people who attended from all four different places. We got a lot of delegates who fly from all around the world to be here, especially from Africa, South Asia, Middle East, and Latin America, and Europe. Not just the delegates, the speakers were here as well. It was a really different experience for them, for us coming here for the in California for such conference. And then for the youth of California, it was a very different experience. We brought the ideals of the United Nations and international affairs with us here on how we can get connect and we can work. So it was great. Thank you so much for making it happen, Ruby, Ricardo, and Hector. I mean, thank you so much for, like, you are here representing like the California, I would say that, or the county itself. But I really, really appreciate the effort of everyone who have welcomed us. It has been one hell of a ride. I would say that, like, very difficult days and nights of work that you can possibly imagine. Like 24 hours or less. Me and Ruby and other team members, we were working 25 hours a day to make it happen, and continuously connected with our team that is very, very international. We were, I think we were honored, and I really want to thank to welcome us here, Hector, Ricardo, and Ruby, that you open arms for the International Youth Conference. And yes, definitely we are coming back, and you guys cannot say no. You don't have an option to say no to us. We have received a lot of support from us. So few things that I wanted to mention, that we got engagement from worldwide, especially when we were talking online. Yesterday's engagement was little more than 200,000 people got engaged with us just yesterday, and day before. Yes, so data is still into the processing. We do have the map, but I will try to show you the map of engagement that we have. I tried to show on the first day. So on the first hour when we started our conference, just the first hour's engagement was more than 6,500 youth that was connected from different part of the world. By the time we reached second day of the conference, we were engaged with more than 72,000 young people around the world. We have the map and metrics, which will be all available because it's still going on. Data is still in calculation. It's been live on Facebook, YouTube, X, Instagram. Not just that, we it's live on our website as well. As it's a translated conference. It's going on live on our website. It's a different stream, but then the app itself, the International Youth Conferences app, that's where we are getting all the metrics from. And that app has its own engagement metrics, because some of the places internet cannot be accessible, or where you cannot have YouTube or Facebook accessible, but our app makes it accessible, the stream, in such countries where young people can get engaged with us, not just watching the conference. They were getting engaged with us, like you were getting engaged with us here. they were getting engaged with us online. They're sending their comments which you might have been reading, but then there was whole, like, here you can only read the comments that's coming from Facebook or either YouTube, but then engagement was much larger in that term. It was great. And um, once again, thank you so much. I would like to give the floor to Ricardo to give his like closing remarks and few words for the International Youth Conference.
Thank you so much. Well, first of all, thank you so much for being here. It was an honor to share space with every single one of you, to learn from your different experiences. Having this here in LA County is an honor for all of us, specifically because our communities are very diverse. You know, if you're talking about up in the Antelope Valley, that's a different part that I don't think Ali got to go up there to the Antelope Valley. That's a whole nother area. If you've never been to the Antelope Valley, it has an own desert. We have our own desert here, and it's still part of our county. And so for us is making sure that young people have access, like Ali was talking about, to brainstorm ideas. We are a governmental institution, so it is very difficult for us to come to these spaces and share a time to be here and just to learn how can LA County encourage and inspire other countries, other communities to create change. That's whether that's on the environmental issues or social oppression issues, whatever that might be. We want to hear directly from you all, and what are you doing in your other countries and your communities that we can implement here in LA County. So there are 15 of us. You saw 3 of us yesterday here, and we are hopeful that the International Youth Conference will come back to LA County. Now we know what it is. When Ali and Ruby came and met with me, I was like, I don't know what it is, but I'm here. It's about young people. Let's do it. Let's do it together. And so now that we know, we have built the relationships, we know what it looks like, we know what the vision is. Next year is going to be better. Hopefully, next year we could take it, unfortunately, out of UCLA, take it somewhere else, because I want to show the diversity. I want to show you, and you have the experience of the diversity of what LA County is. We have the suburbs, we have the more rural, we also have the urban communities. So I want you to explore what we got to offer, how we can help your countries, whatever that might be, and grow together. And so that you can say those ideas that we have for our communities came from that conference in LA County. And so thank you so much, Ali, for allowing us to be here, for sharing space with you. But also thank you to Ruby, because Ruby was the one that called me and said we need to grab coffee. And it was me and Joseph sitting down, and they were talking to me about what this looks like. And I was like, let's go. I don't know what it's gonna be, but let's do it. Let's do it. So thank you so much, Ali and Ruby.
One thing about the youth commission I really want to mention, like when I was there, I did mention to you and your superior colleagues as well that we've been working in the space of the UN for more than 13, 14 years, getting engaged with different youth systems that we see across the world and across different places. And I think LA County is one of the first systems that I have seen that has the official operate as sort of a youth parliament. And I've been to their one meeting where Ricardo invited us, and I invited other youth commissioners to present what the International Youth Conference is, and I observed their meeting. And this was, I would say, that the actual thing that needed to be done at the level of the United Nations, European Union, is what LA County is doing. I think LA County is the only one that have the youth commission in the entire United States, and that works operate directly with youth and youth engagement into policy making. They're all young people. They are directly involved into the policy making for their communities and for other young people in the county. So that was really impressive, and I wanted other my UN colleagues, especially Hawa and other people, to come and see like how you guys operate, so we can remodel it, repurpose it, and can show to the world like this is what youth engagement and policy making is like that was actual policy making that they were engaged. And we got to know that they were engaged with really really high level people, because next day we went to a meeting with all the I would say that the big guns of the government in one room, with district attorney general, the directors of different department, and those all were answering to these people in a meeting a night before. And the youth commission was literally holding them accountable, like, okay, you need to answer on what happened to this, what happened to that, how you will do this, how it will happen. And that was pretty neat, pretty good, really impressive. Thank you, and we will work collaborate more on that. Next, I would like to give floor to Hector for his closing remarks, comments.
Thank you. I mean,
Mic is closed.
it's on. I think so. Yeah, no, it's an honor for us to have this, being a part of IYC 8 and seeing what it had to offer. When there was an opportunity for it to come to Los Angeles, I knew we had to kind of move on it. And it's an honor for it to be here at UCLA, especially myself working here and being a part of this community. Especially out of Luskin, which is three different departments in Luskin: urban planning, public policy, and social welfare, all really hoping to move the needle forward, right, for positive change in the world. This is another way of moving that forward, especially at the international level, and just being honored to be a part of it. And thank you all for showing up.
Thank you, Hector, for all what you have done, and especially thank you to UCLA and UCLA Luskin and the Department of Social Welfare for really hosting us, like really hosting us, and getting a lot of things done with us. Because as you all know, that we are a nonprofit and we do not charge young people to attend the conference. The content and the conference are free to attend in person, online, and so we can make it inclusive. We run behind the scene high tech. What you see is just the screen, but there is a whole lot of work behind it, like really expensive high tech that have been offered to us by some of the good friends for at low cost or zero cost, because they believe in us, they believe in the cause. And UCLA really made it happen and maximize our potential to that. Really, thank you so much. We look forward for more collaboration. And next, Ruby, the LA champ,
Uh,
the culprit behind LA IYC 9 in Los Angeles. The culprit behind IYC 9 in Los Angeles.
Bulldog. I don't know. I've been involved with IWC for over a year now, and I'm very much involved in advocacy work. So, from an advocacy perspective, I really believe in championing our children, our youth, and young adults. So, this fits my paradigm because I do this for work, I do this for a living. But I'm very purposeful. I'm passionate about kids. I want to make sure kids are okay. At the end of the day, I want to make sure they're safe. And so I just retired 3 months ago, and I was trying to figure out my next role. And I was already involved with IYC, and I brought IYC, so I'm like, I know what I want to do. I want to continue my work. And Ali, thank you. Thank you for believing me, because I confronted you and said we need to be in LA, and you took that risk. So, and amongst everybody said, okay, Ruby, I believe in what you're saying. And you looked at me and said, let's do it. I'm like, great. And I'm thinking, oh my God. And I was looking at Lisa and Joseph as, what did I put myself into? And Lisa and Joseph can tell you many, many nights I literally fall asleep on my keyboard. 3, 4, 5 in the morning. And also you as well. Because I'll be at my desk at 2 in the morning and you send me a text. What up, dog? Are you up? And I type back, yup. Let's Zoom. I'm like at 3 in the morning. And I'm in LA and he's in New York and it's 3 morning my time. I'm like, boom. But this experience has been wonderful. I am glad it's in LA. I'm glad Hector said yes. You don't have to, but I'm glad. But I do have to say that honestly, I don't want to take credit because this is a community involvement. I just had determination to get things done, and I had allies, very strong allies that made this event happen. My closest allies to date are over there. Lisa and Joseph have kept me alive, made sure I was okay, checked my biorhythm, made sure I ate, made sure my health was okay. If it wasn't for those two, I don't know how I would have made it. So I personally want to thank you for providing inspiration, hope, and love. Thank you for the bottom of my heart. And Ali, real quick about you, I made my match. I literally met my match.
Elaborate, please.
Okay, let me tell you. Okay.
We our energies are like is awesome, like that energy matches, and it's awesome. I mean, when she's we met first time in San Francisco, and we were talking about having, IYC.
In New
It
York.
is a very vague idea because in San Francisco we did IYC 7, went back to New York, and she said in LA and everything. I said, be careful what you ask for from me, because I'm a go-getter. I can say that if someone comes and say that, hey, can we do this, I will not say that, okay, let's start it, okay, let's do it,
Yeah.
let's make it happen, because I'm a go-getter. And she said, I am a go-getter as well. So that's how we connected.
And I met my match. I people, Luna and everybody else that knows me, sees me go 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 go. You tell me all the time, did you sleep? Did you sleep? And then James over there looks at me and says, how are you doing? Did you sleep? I'm like, yeah, I'll try to sleep. I'll wake up from a deep nap and the keyboard imprints right on my forehead. And you are much more energetic than I am, and you're much more purposeful in this work. But and I'm willing to support you, and I learned a lot from you. So I want to thank you in front of the world and saying I learned
Thank you.
so much from you. I will. I thank you with the bottom of my heart.
Diplomacy especially.
Oh yes, yes, bulldog. So at the end of the day, I just want to thank you. You've been an amazing leader, and you can continue to inspire the world.
Thank you. So we're not gonna bore you with our speeches. We do have a singer among us that we will sing, and we also will be giving. So one of the favorite thing of mine is to do when we organize the conference. I personally, in the field, I observe people what they're doing, every single one of them, and take notes in my head, like how engaged they are, how awesome they are. Because whatever team you see, the organizing team of the International Youth Conference, including Anas, Leah, and Nino, who's not here, Shurabi, who also went back to Mexico, and all of the main organizing team has been among you guys, because they were in the audience attending the conference. And from there we were like noticing each and every move of there, how many days they attended, how active they were, how they were engaging with the people. So we do have like the certificates for the most engaged delegates. Most engaged delegates mean that you have a direct opportunity to be part of the organizing team of the International Youth Conference, like literally right at the top with all of us, because that's what we do. We have the team member as young as 14 years old, 15 years old, because the conference, the content that have been designed is being in exclusive consultation with all those young people. They advise us. Once they advise us, then we start our planning. Like, this is how it should go. This should be the marketing strategy. This should be the content of the conference. This is what we have done. I remember did you guys see the session of the intersectionality? It was not there 10 days ago or a week ago. And then Samantha and Leah, they ambushed me right in the meeting. Wait a second, we have not discussed intersectionality. And they wanted to discuss it. I said, okay, if you can get the speaker, you have a week. I reached Los Angeles. And when I reached Los Angeles, if you don't have the speakers, we're not gonna do it. I think they pulled it off like literally in less than a week to get the speakers. So this is how we really operate, that we really value the input of young people, because this is International Youth Conference. The speakers are young people. We have the panelists who are 16 years old, we have the panelists who are 17 years old, but then we also have the panelists who are like double PhD, multiple degrees, and really expert in their fields. We made them sit together. Many people did have the reservation on that, that we should not have 16-year-old or 17-year-old as a panelist or a keynote. Why not? I mean, we really need to hear from them, that what they want to say, and we really need their opinion, because this is a mistake what I think the generation before me have done. I don't want to do the same mistake. I at least want to say that, like, hey, we provided them a platform where they can talk about it. You must have seen like the panels were a lot of young people. 70% of the speaker were very young, and there were times where there were panel organizers. There were no young people were there, and we literally have to talk to them and convince them. You need to have at least 50% of young people on the panel, at least 50%. So we didn't make that happen, and your voice is really important, your opinion is really important. So for a few minutes we will open the floor to hear from you before we will hand over the certificate, and we received one from him as well. So if you have any comment, any remark, question, any criticism, we are super open to that.
Thank you. I want to say hi one more time to all of my peers. I want to say hi to all of the speakers, and I want to show my gratitude to the organizers, to everyone who supported this event and who made it happen. Because this conference for me was different from the other ones. I've been participating multiple conferences, and the one thing, it's simple, but it was sincere. The fact that speakers didn't have their like text templates ready on the page. They were speaking from the bottom of their hearts. They were sharing their personal stories. Sometimes these stories were hard to listen as an empathetic person, because you start to feel everything. And we were given the opportunity to ask questions, big questions, scary questions, personal questions, and we got answers for all of them. I think that's so much more valuable, and that gives you the energy, that gives you the passion, that gives you a lot of power to go pursue your goals for a long term. So personally for me, I won't forget this conference tomorrow or a week after, because it left so much like kind of a print on my heart, that that when I will have hard times, I'll remember you. I'll remember your words and your call to action to do small changes in your community to cause the bigger impact. And I think that's how majority of us feel. And I just wanted to say thank you, and I will definitely want to be part of these conferences in the future and show my support and engagement. Thank you.
Um, Hi everybody. Thank you so much. I just want to say that this was really a once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm so grateful for it. I am so lucky and blessed that this was accessible, that you could come, whether that be online, whether it be in person. It was great. And I love that there was just all the panelists, was a wide range of ages, of actual youth, of people who were experts, people who were committed, and everybody in this room and everybody online and the 20,000 people or 200,000 people from all over the world are committed, that we're committed to the SDGs, we're committed to youth, and we're committed to the next generation. And so honestly, this is a powerful testament of this wonderful conference that was put together. And I'm deeply impressed, and I'm deeply moved and deeply motivated. And I just want to say thank you so much. And I definitely am going to look forward to the upcoming for YC10. So thank you so much. And thank you, everyone.
Hi. Sorry. I wanted to say thank you so much. And this is the first conference of this type that I ever attended. And I am just in awe of all your hard work and everything you've achieved. And it's just amazing to see your work, and it's truly inspiring. And I came here, I didn't know what to expect, and I'm 21 years old. I thought I would be one of the youngest people in the room, and I was so surprised to see that there were many people even younger than me, people in high school, even children here. So it was really empowering to see that there are so many people who have these same values and the same drive to change the world. Because I think at times it can be kind of isolating, and we think that we are the minority. And coming here, I realized that we are the majority. Like, people who want to have a positive impact, we have numbers, and it's just a matter of connecting. And when the panel earlier today, when they said that, like, they believe we must achieve all the 17 goals by 2030, for one moment I thought that's impossible. Like, that's 6 years. Like, I don't think we can. But then, upon more reflection and throughout the rest of the panel, I was like, no, wait, like, we actually can if we have collective action, and if we keep holding people in power accountable, and if we have young people being policymakers, so that we can, like, all of these structures that we're trying to challenge, it's all just a convention. It's all just because someone once decided. And so it's just a matter of deciding that now it's going to be another way, and then now it's going to be a way that's more fair for all humans, so that everyone has more rights, and that we achieve together all of those 17 goals. So thank you so much. This was, again, like, I just wanted to echo their sentiment, like a once in a lifetime experience. Thank you so much.
Okay, I just want to thank you first for the hard work that you put together for putting together this event. But first of all, the fun thing I want to say is I just want to talk about the group of people that we have here. I've attended conferences where I felt like a small fish in a very, very big pond, and I was just insignificant. But the people in this room have all been so kind and so considerate, and everybody is so friendly and so willing to connect with one another. And so, as I've gotten the chance to talk to everyone, unfortunately, I haven't been able to talk to everyone, but everyone that I have met has just been so kind, so loving, and so supportive of everyone. And when we think about the people that we may become in the future. You know, we might have some presidents, we might have some legislatures in the room, we don't know. But these are the type of people that I want to have those positions. These are the type of people who come to these events, who participate in these events. These are the people I trust with the future. And so I just want to thank you all for your kindness, and I hope we can all stay connected and support each other.
Oh, hi, my name is Helen, and I'm currently a sophomore in high school. And I just wanted to say, like, thank you so much for giving me, like, an opportunity and, like, a space for youth like myself to talk, and, like, to network and amplify, like, our voices and our opinions, because I feel like right now we need to challenge, like, the status quo, because there's so much going on that Gen Z has so much to, like, bring about change. And I feel like the motto, like, we want to implement, like, the change we want to see in the world, is, like, very, like, real and realistic right now, because there's a lot of policies and, like, politicians in power that aren't, like, don't, like, want to listen to us, like, like, they're very like, authority, like, they have a lot of authority. And usually, like, kids like myself, like, don't have like, a say so in, like, these policies and like, the bills that are being passed. And also, I wanted to say that, like, I live in a very, like, low income community, so I know, like, there's a lot of kids like myself and, like, marginalized kids out there that don't have, like, a chance to speak at all, like, at conferences like this. And I feel like it's very empowering to see, like, everyone who is like, young, old, and experienced in, like, their fields, to like come together and like make amends, because like if we don't like do anything like right now, like then our world will just become more corrupt, and it's just like very sad to see. So that's why I feel like the international like youth conference like really validates like youth voices, and I feel like it's important to keep continuing these conferences for youth like myself, and you know, more like youth like in the future to like join. So thank you.
Well, you just inspire me because one of the things that I wanted to share before I left was one of the famous quotes that I've heard so many times is don't agonize, organize. So that's what you need to do. That's what you're here to do. That's your role, to organize but not agonize, to make sure that you call for change. And so that is my challenge to you all, to not only just say down to the status quo, down to this, what are you doing to organize to make change? So I just wanted to say that very quickly.
More comments, reflections. Raise hands and get the mic.
I just want to say thank you so much for putting this together. I just like one day had like gotten an email about this, and I'm like, huh, youth conference international. That sounds cool. So I was like, let me go. And this has been such a great experience. I've gotten to meet so many great people too. The connections that were made, and I really hope that we can continue to communicate and see what we can do for the community. So I am in LA County. So just for anybody who is interested in continuing the connection to see what we can do for our communities, that'd be great. And I like this just ignited more passion in me that I needed. So thank you again.
Peer pressure is real. I oh my gosh, I feel like everything has already been said, and I'm not great with being put on the spot, but yeah, I think what I've really learned, so I'm probably on the more mature end of youth, but but what I really gathered from this conference is that learning doesn't really have an age. So I entered this conference just to learn, just to absorb, just to I know I was in a panel this morning, so it sounds a little counterintuitive, but like truly the intention was just to learn from everyone around me, and it was just constant sparks of inspiration. And I feel so confident and so optimistic for the future because of just the passion and the drive and the commitment and the hope. And it really is an honor to be amongst this group and amongst the online community. So thank you, everyone, for letting me learn.
Hi, I'm Mahnoor, and I feel really honored to be a part of this. And I flew from Pakistan, and I came here. And when I just came over here, I felt so inspiring to meet all the people and connect with all. And I feel really honored to be here. And this was my first time attending this youth conference.
I just want to also say thank you, and can we give another round of applause for what has been created here? Thank you to you guys for doing this. And also, I want to say thank you to all of you guys for being here. You guys make this up. You guys are the ones that are making the difference. You are the change makers. And times you may feel like you're alone, and you hear the music and you start to move. And you start to dance. And you may be the only one at the beginning dancing. But then somebody else will get up with you and start dancing with you. And then you get a couple more that go with you. And then more, and then you get everybody dancing with you. And there's nothing more powerful than heart. You can teach anybody anything, but you can't teach heart. And you guys have heart and spirit. And that is what this world revolves around. That's what keeps this world spinning. It's that spirit and that heart. And I'd like to say it's love. And so I hope you felt it this weekend. Because everybody I got a chance to meet, I did from you guys. And you guys make me want to keep coming back. I know this is for youth, but I'm young at heart. Ask my wife, she'll say, oh yeah, he's really immature. But thank you.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to speak because I have to leave very shortly to catch a train to San Diego. And before I go, I really wanted to take a moment to thank the organizers. I had the privilege on speaking on 2 panels, one of which, I helped create, the intersectionality panel. So I really wanted to take a moment to thank you, Ali, for giving me that opportunity to really get to cultivate my own session. I have spoken at other conferences before and never have I ever been given that opportunity. So that was a first for me. I will very much treasure that. I got to sit almost in equality with my professors that teach me here, right? That is a power dynamic and a shift that I got to experience that not a lot of students get to experience. So that was really awesome to feel, me, a 23-year-old, just turned 23 like 2 months ago, pretty young to even be in a master's program, sitting there with PhD level professionals. So I wanted to thank you for that. And I want to thank you, Hector, for getting me involved in the first place, recommending me to IYC. So, and thank you all of you for coming here, listening to speakers like myself, giving us an ear. Yeah, I think this is a really beautiful conference, and I want to really echo. Yeah, I've been to other conferences. I've presented research, and this was an entirely different experience that you just can't get. And I think the key part of that is the accessibility you are offering to everyone in this space today.
Before she make her remarks, I really want to say that when you say that the shift of power dynamics, that is exactly the psychology behind the IYC, is that we really, I would say, shove this on the face of the power players like they're sitting next to you. That is a message that we want to give, like, because at many places youth have been told no, you cannot speak. As Lee also mentioned, that she was 16, 17, she do not have access to a lot of places. And that's like, the shift in power dynamics, that is exactly what we are trying to do and trying to show, like, these young people have the potential. Because you go and speak, when you advocate, I think they were not understanding that when we were talking to them, that like, hey, these young people have potential, give them an opportunity, let them sit next to you, let them make these decisions or contribute into, help you make these decisions. They were not understanding that. And when we created International Youth Conference, we started to do that. First, it was just the youth panels, like only youth, youth, youth. But now you can see that it's like mix of like very high level people and powerful people with the youth, and also the youth that is literally activists from the grassroots who may not have any affiliations from the other organizations, but they're making great change. So this is how we are showing them that these young people have potential. Let them be into the offices and at the places of power.
Thank you. And I would like to reiterate what I mentioned a little earlier, that this is a system level intervention that we are having at the International Youth Conference, where I say that this is the systemic change which is happening, where youth are really getting that opportunity to speak up. I've been at so many UN events, yeah, and none of those events had this level of engagement of youth. And when I say engagement, I'm saying the thought process and not just being there. So I really mean that each and every one of you matter a lot for that great future that we are all looking forward to. Yeah. And one more thing which I would like to say is probably I missed it at my young age. If it would have happened then, probably I would have been a little different person than I am right now. Just one thing which I would like to bring as my important observation: the youth participation and engagement in policy making is critical. It's crucial. Equally critical is their participation in the innovation for sustainable development and the tech that they can bring in. So how can we, diversify in terms of that and bring in a formal engagement towards that aspect? So that's my message, and thank you. It was amazing to meet great friends at IYC. Could see the different shades coming out of Aziza, manifesting a beautiful world. So the relationships here are not going to be only here. They are going to go out and would bring in again inspiration to do something better. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ruby, and thank you, Aliji, for this amazing work.
You're very welcome.
It's been the deepest and the most powerful blessing. I am so humbled to be in the presence of prophecy come true. The peoples around the world have all had prophesied that there would come a time in this world that we are in now, where there would be a complete shift of power, a complete change, that we would all come together. This is the prophecy of the medicine wheel that I wear, that was given in a dream and told, learn it and help the people. I've been doing this now for 16 years and I'm still learning. But today I am within the medicine wheel of all nations, of everything that's here. And you are the living prayers of all of your families, all of our families, that there would come a time where the world would again be restored to peace and harmony. As the General Counsel in the beginning days said, we're here to bring harmony back to nature. And what I've heard and listened to among people, and thank you so much, Ricardo and Hector and Ruby and Ali, to the visionaries which you all are, to say thank you. You've lit the eighth fire, this eighth sacred fire of the prophecies of indigenous peoples, at least on this continent and around the world, has been lit by you. And thank you for lighting my eighth fire as well. And in that way, when we talk about change, what I'm listening to, what I'm feeling in the vibration of the passion that's been shared in this room of the fire, is it's not change, it's healing. The world needs healing. And we've talked so much about trauma. How do we heal from this, from our ancestral intergenerational that we carry from all of our people, that lives in us now, that gives us voice, that brings the fire today? So today you're the medicines of all of us. You carry the medicines of your people. You are the healing of the world. And I am so, so humbled to have been still here above ground to be present today with all of this. I want to say thank you so, so very much. And when Ruby called me and said, I need you here a week and a half ago, or give or take, and I said to my wife, I said, we must come. Ruby called, and I know her heart. And this is the heart, the sacred heart fire of what it is that you have all lit today, that has spread all around the world to our global family. I want to say thank you in Lakota, in our ways, Palamia, in our Choctaw, and Muskogee and Yamasee, Shonabis, and the ancient peoples of the Nawat of this hemisphere, Tasakamatli and Panani, from the graciousness of Mother Earth. Let us not forget that the spiritual nature of all movements was always about the spiritual cause and the sacred fire that burns here within. And now we can share the torches, which you all have been doing so. Thank you so very much for giving me the honor and the blessing to be humbled and present with you.
Thank you so much. And I just wanted to first and foremost say thank you so much to the incredible IYC organizing team and volunteers for making all of this possible. And just very quickly wanted to show my appreciation on behalf of the UNA chapters, just to attest that Ali is a man of his word and really is welcoming and inclusive. I remember meeting you in New York City after I had been introduced to the US Youth Observer and this wonderful conference and how promising it sounded. And I was just so appreciative how not only had you welcomed the UNA of Soka University, could I have the Soka University people raise their hands? And we've had 10 members of Soka University come through, as well as welcoming UCLA, because UNA, UCLA, can you raise your hands? I was so excited that Ali also allowed me to contact President Uvika as well as Olivia of UCI to welcome them. And I was also very passionate about Anastasia of the Nuclear Age Peace Foundation being part of this conference because I really felt that nuclear disarmament really needed to be on the agenda and part of this conference. And she had a wonderful stories to tell, as well as Nele Kobo. So I was very appreciative that when I suggested these ideas that Ali and the team welcomed them. So for all of that, I'm very appreciative and thank you for making this inclusive and allowing youth to have a voice and input. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your help that you have given us, and we really, really appreciate all your help. Thank you. Without you, like, of course, you put a great addition in the team, and we really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Emma.
I want to say thank you, Ali, and everyone who organized this conference. This is very important to make like this conference to unite people and make this world better. Thank you.
Hi, thank you so much for giving us this space to talk freely. I can say with like certainty that this conference has actually modified my vision of seeing the future and seeing the world. And I'm really happy that I have made some friendships, I have made some connections by being here. And I'm really excited about what we are going to do for our future. Thank you so much.
So, for me, this is very emotional because I'm happy that we're all appreciative of what Early and IYC is doing. It's just a clear manifestation of banking on trust, banking on sincerity of a mission, and staying to the cause. That's what IYC. This is like the 9th edition. It's been rough. The experiences, it's been intense. But regardless of all that, Ruby and everybody has said, you know what? This has to happen. That's what I want us to bank on. Life is going to be tough. It's going to throw stones at you. Are you going to use those stones to build a house? Or are you going to use it as a weapon? Thank you very much, sir, for being here as a political entity. I know what it means from a political perspective to take bullets and rocks. And everybody wants the quick fix. But the sincerity of hearts is what's going to make the change for our society. I implore you, as my colleagues, as my fellow youth, it's not going to be an easy journey. But if we enhance the process of enjoying with endurance and sincerity of heart, we'll get through to where we want to be in society. Change comes with sacrifice, with intentionality of purpose. We're all here solidifying that with gratitude to Ali. I want to implore us, how about we solidify it with an action? Just one from now to September, which we're going to have IYC 10. And I believe Ali can have a follow-up hashtag. Just one project, just one initiative, just one. If you need to impact one life, just take one person. If you want to impact a community, just one project. If you want to impact a society, just one initiative. And let's see the impact from now to September. And when we will be there at IYC 10, we will know that action is the only way forward to a sustainable future that we all demand. Thank you very much to everyone behind the scene. Thank you very much to IYC. This is my second time in a row. Last year, I was fortunate to amplify a continental representation. I'm happy I have my sister from Cameroon. I have some Africans also in the building. I'm grateful for that. So everybody who is online who could not say a word and those who are typing, I want to appreciate them as well for the patience, despite the difficulties of internet and the other constraints, but they chose to stay online. They chose to be with us till this end. So those hundreds and thousands of voices who could not say a word today, I want to say thank you for your patience, and let's keep this fire ever blazing. Thank you.
Real quick, off your comment, I'm going to write off your comment. I'm letting you guys all know that we're going to do a statistical analysis of all the data that has transpired since day one. I know from all my histories of research, you want to create change, use data. Because if you don't have data, all you are is a smart person with a blowhorn. Ali, I'm looking at you because I know you're going to write the report, and I'm going to help you go through the data and analyze every single point. And we're going to have such a powerful, powerful report of youth engagement from around the world. And that's going to be a living document that we're going to share. And let's let the world know that the youth are engaged. And we're here for you through data.
I I got the latest data just right now as you were talking from Boomer. He sent me the engagements have reached over 336,000. And wow. So,
Well, I just wanted to say one thing on that point of partnership, right? So on our side, on the LA County Youth Commission side, we are committed to partnering with leaders from our community. Unfortunately, we are limited in the fact that there are specific areas that we ourselves also are trying to target. So if there is a specific area that you would like to do a project here in LA County, let me know, because there are 5 different districts that have 5 different priorities, 5 different issues that they want to target. But if we can partner with you as a young leader in your community, the project is going to be more fruitful. It's going to be impactful. So please let us know how we can partner with you in LA County to create some change. Thank you.
I want to say thank you to Ali and everybody who organized this event, who is here and who is behind this is, and all to all people who is watching now us also. And I have a message for all our youth and for all people on our planet. Just let's create future now. Let's create future now. As an artist, I just want to do it. Just take action now. Let's create our future.
thank you. All right, let's move forward and moving towards the conclusion. A few things, of course, the certificate, but one thing that the registrations for the International Youth Conference 10 are live now. And you can go on iyc4youth.org and you can go and register to attend the International Youth Conference 10. Yes, in New York City from September 25 to 29. Which is the informal youth summit of the future, and people watching is online. I know that they go through this situation, that's the visa problem and interviews and everything, and now we do have a comprehensive support team that will help us, which will help you go through that process. Especially people listening online, go register online now. We will be supporting your attendance in New York City. So that's one thing. And also we sent an email to you this morning for your input for declaration. And we received, until the time we closed the form, we received over 560 people's input from in person and online, that what needed to be included in declaration, and we have composed the document, and we will get more input in it. So that document is called the declaration, not declaration. It's a declaration, and it will be emailed to you tonight, to all of you who are registered with the email with us. You will receive that document. It has the name of the person and the action that they want to take. And we will literally go with that document. We have composed over 350 declaration in that document, and we will definitely will give it to UCLA as well, and to the county as well, that this was the result of their support for the International Youth Conference. And people who are familiar with us, they know that when there is a time frame from IYC 9 to IYC 10 where you may have to do a project. And once you do a project, we will ask for a report. Once you submit a report to us, we do monitoring and evaluation. Then we acknowledge that project, and we really support those project initiators as well. And now Ricardo has also offered to the people, for the youth who live in LA County, to make a project and in 5 different districts, and reach him out, and he'll definitely support those projects. So that is very generous offer. Thank you. This is what we call real youth empowerment. So just to sum up, like the registration for IYC 10, and also the declaration is going to be live. Now, my favorite part, acknowledging the delegates. Well, there are so many. So, and for a certificate, everyone will get the certificate online and in person. Wait for the email for within next 24 hours to receive the certificate. But we do want to acknowledge some of the people. And I do want to apologize in advance if we have done an oversight and your name is not there. Just reach Luna out, give your name, and she will make it happen. But I would like to acknowledge her with the certificate, and of course want us all to present uh, Annie Kong. Please come here. And Aaron Chen. I need to speak. Come on. Yuvika, we want to acknowledge you as an outstanding team member of IYC9. Danny Ramos for his engagement with us. Okay, I'm not surprised. Amanda Haley. Jonathan Yang. He's not so he's not just the outstanding delegate, but also like he was a volunteer helping us. And Annie and Aaron was with her right from the beginning of the journey when we went to the San Dimas for volunteering. So they were there. They came to the beach with us as well, and then all 4 days, right from the morning till evening. Good job, Aaron and Annie. We really hope that you go very far in life. Amazing. Thank you. No, this is for so outstanding delegates, most engaged delegates are more here. After this, they because they're a lot. After when we're done, she will announce the names for people to take it. Also for the volunteers, we have their certificates as they're well with us. So, see Luna. That's me. It's just made me remember the speech of Snoop Dogg when he receives his Hall of Fame. He's like, "I want to thank Snoop Dogg for all the efforts. I want to thank Snoop Dogg for working hard. I want to thank Snoop Dogg for being here and singing. I want to." Luna, you're here now. I will reciprocate. Okay, so Luna have been really helpful with us. She has done all the diplomatic outreach in the community of San Francisco, Los Angeles, and San Diego. She was writing emails to a whole lot of diplomatic enclaves to attend the conference, which they did attend, and many of them did speak as well. But also have been really essential bringing all the crowd in from the San Diego with us. One person who is very exceptional with us, have been with us since day one and even before that, Kevin. Okay, very a special one because she literally received the certificate at IYC8 for being the most engaged delegate in IYC8 in New York. And now she's receiving a certificate of outstanding team member of IYC9 for her efforts. Leah Chang. So Leah is when she met us, she was 16, now 17. Oh, now you're 16. And she traveled all the way from Canada to help us today. And this is what empowerment we're talking about, because last year we did not know her. Like, not even last year, a few months ago in September, when she attended IYC 8 and she was engaged just like with you, we sent her an offer email like, please be part of our team. She was part of our team, and now here she stands. And one day she will be here at my place. And yeah, that's how it works. This is how it is designed, to give the platform to someone else. Thank you. Okay, very special person, James DeBacco. Thank you, bro. So James is from Los Angeles County, and since he get on board on the team, he have been really helpful, helping us, and he will be working with us long term. He had really helped us do some of really important things, and tap us the important doors that we were not able to tap those doors, but also foot on ground, as his background is. He's soldier, so he lived up by the reputation of being a soldier. uh, Anas, our director. Okay, so that's the team. Now back again to a few of the most engaged delegate, Maria Gordado, Canada. Velveeta. Okay. Don't worry, we have a whole lot of with us. You're still there. Sorry, I'm missing.
It's okay. It's okay.
Wanted to appreciate and acknowledge a volunteer who have been with us online and also in person, Ayla Ervilaga. Where's Ayla? She's outside. So we do have all the volunteers check in with Luna. Also, she will announce the delegate's name soon after when we are done. So when she announced the name, do collect the certificate from Luna. And yeah, okay. So before we officially end the closing ceremony, any final words from anyone? Hawa. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
I think I've said much already. I mean, it's been a pleasure to be here, and it's such a great way for me to end my career. Because we were saying before, IYC is something that I've taken pride in with the creation with Ali Mustafa in 2019 after the UN Civil Society Conference in Salt Lake City in the US. And, you know, we did a lot of consultation. Actually, I should say the young people did wide consultation. Ali was one of the co-chairs for the subcommittee to plan the conference. So he had this brilliant idea of making sure we engage young people who were not necessarily in the space where we were. Velveeta talked about being fortunate in being in a place. Many young people have aspirations to give their input, to be involved, but they have no way. It could be visa, it could be money, it could be no support of people to just even listen that they want to be something. And Ali had this great idea. How do we bring the conference to those people in their local communities? So before the Civil Society conference, we had this wide consultation. And then when we had the conference, just like IYC, there were kids in the Gambia, West Africa. There was rain, thunderstorm, and they were having a civil society conference. You had kids in Pakistan, in Afghanistan, all around the world. And we also had a lot of engagement in Salt Lake City itself. And then at that, of course, we enjoy these things. We didn't want it to stop. So Ali had the idea of creating a platform where you didn't have to buy a ticket to go nowhere. You didn't have to worry about visa. And that's how IYC came about, as an online platform to give access and voice to the voiceless and the invisible. And since 2020, was it the first one? Before COVID, we were already online and we were trailblazing, so that when COVID came, for us, it was just, you know, something that we did. And it's continued. And you can ask Ali. I'm very open, but he would come with these ideas, and my first thing would be, what, Ali?
I don't have time for this.
Followed by a big fat no. That's why I said when you hear no, you know, take a couple of steps back. But he was persistent. He had determination. He had passion. He had vision. He had ideas. And for me, I bought it hook, line, and sinker. And that's how IYC started. And I'm just amazed in how much it's grown, where I'm seeing sisters like Ruby and her team, Hector, where it's phenomenal. If you were there in the beginning, I have goosebumps when I think about it. And I said it's a perfect way to end my career. I know that I can step down at least with one foot off, because I know there are people like Ali and other young people who are here, you, and the future is right now, and that you are leading, you're trailblazing, and you're doing it. And to see the way that academia has embraced also IYC and really focused on that homegrown, local grassroots, implementation and impact, I have nothing else to say. I am looking for that island I'm going to buy. I don't know what I'm going to have in my hand, but there's going to be something there. Cocktail, mocktail maybe, where I can just sit back and say, things are happening. The future, the present, everything is in good hands. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody. Give yourself a hand of applause. And for my leader, Ali Mustafa, I continue to look to you to inspire me and to help me further in my growth. Because as you know, as I say, I am sweet 16. Thank you so much.
All right. Before we end, I also wanted to present to the International Youth Conference a recognition on behalf of the Los Angeles County Youth Commission and the county in itself. And this is from two of our most powerful supervisors, Supervisor Lindsay Horvath, the chair of the Board of Supervisors, 3rd District, and Holly J. Mitchell, Supervisor, 2nd District, that says, in recognition of dedicated service to the affairs of the community and for the civic pride and demonstrated by numerous contributions for the benefit of all residents of LA County. This is a recognition for the International Youth Conference 9th Annual Conference.
Everyone to the stage for the group photo. What? You want to mic? Thank you online for joining, and we're closing our online session. Thanks everyone for joining, and looking forward to hear you in IYC 10.